Alright, for today's video, I'm going to go over a knife from the Camillus Prim 1 Camo series. This particular model is called the Mask. There's another one they make called the Guys, the little folding one. There'll be a separate video on this one. Give you a little look on here. You can see here it is a full tang blade. They've got the, I believe you call this jimping, is here. Some knives have it on the blade. This one has it here. The handle's made of, they call it the Prim 1. It's a hard plastic, probably their version of a G10. Lanyard hole on it. Go off the package here with their specs. The blade's 4 inches with an overall of 9 inches. It's 420 stainless steel, and they say it's titanium bonded. It's supposed to be 3 times stronger and harder than a non-titanium blade. And they're claiming it's cutlery grade stainless. Just back in here. It also comes with a nylon sheath with a pretty generous sized opening for a belt loop. And just your single snap to do that. They've got their name embroidered on it, riveted together. Not top-notch quality, but not junk either. It seems to be done pretty well. So there's a snap closure on there. It does fit in there. Let's snap this up here. A little bit of noise, but it holds it nice. It holds it tight. Camillus also offers, as you can see right here, a lifetime warranty on this particular knife. And then if you read the fine print, you have to save this package and the receipt if you have a problem. They're not going to cover your everyday, if it just wears out or if you damage it, those kind of things. But if it's a manufacturer's defect, they are going to cover it. So why don't we jump ahead? I did another clip here. I'll do a little bit of testing on it, and then we'll come back. Okay, first and foremost, let's start with the paper test. So get you on there. Does a pretty good job on the paper. Okay. Next, I've got a chunk of 4x4 here. Let's just kind of, this is fairly hard just to kind of get a rough idea what we're looking at here. Not terrible. Does a pretty good job. Next, something a little softer. We'll just try a piece of birch bark. Goes through that pretty decent. We'll do some pretty fine, so if we wanted to do some feather sticks or something, that's pretty sharp for that. About a piece of paracord. Oh, that cut real nice. That was nice and smooth. Very minimal effort. Let me do a little, let me just... kind of want to abuse the edge a little bit and see how much I can take. Still feels sharp. It's actually still cutting really well. Let's come back to the paper here. Oh, look at that. That is nice. That definitely is holding up to some abuse. All right, one thing I forgot to show is the spine of this has a pretty good edge. So if you were to take a ferro rod, you can use a ferro rod and actually strike it. So that's kind of a nice thing. I forgot to show you that in the testing video. And then for the handle, they do have these nice grooves here, so it does fit. It fits really well. So my finger rides in it there, and on this side here, my finger wraps around. So it does have a nice fit. And then with where your thumb is, you do get a nice grip. And it also works if you're holding it this way. Your pinky can grab it. So if you're doing some cutting, in that respect. So it does have a very, very comfortable handle. The blade's more than adequate for your everyday hunting use. Bushcrafting, I'm not quite sure about if you're going to do that. It's a little on the thin side, a little bit lighter, especially once you get to the tip. It does narrow down pretty good, so I would be a little nervous about that. But otherwise, as far as a hunting knife, camping knife, something to take camping, it's definitely worth it. I got this from my local Meijer store, which is, if you're not familiar with, similar to like a Walmart, and it was like 21 something, so we'll just call it $22. And I definitely think it's worth it. This is something I would definitely carry with me. It's very lightweight. It comes in, just the knife alone comes in at 5 ounces. So I mean that's hardly anything. And then something a nice plus, I pointed this out here earlier with the loop. When this is on your belt, you figure your waistline's here. When you're walking and bending over, this isn't gonna poke into you. As an example, like my Condor bush lure. I love the knife, hate the sheath. Because when it's hanging on your waist, again, your waist is right here. You've got all this sticking up. It's poking you in the side when you're walking, trying to bend over. Especially if you're wearing a bigger pack, the waist belt. This is kind of getting in the way for that. So I want to give Camillus credit for that. This is definitely a perfect setup for me. Any type of a fixed blade knife I wear on my belt, I like this type of a loop. So overall, I do think this is a pretty good knife. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I think it's worth the money. This is definitely something that I would carry. It is a cheaper, grade knife, but from what I just did with it, testing it out there, and it still held the edge, I'm not gonna really work it that much harder than that in general everyday out in the field use. So, like I said, thumbs up, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already done that. Click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button, then you'll get notified of future videos. And thank you guys for watching.